Some of you may have noticed that Donald Duck appears at the University of Oregon as sort of an unofficial mascot of the team. In fact, I picked up my shirt when I was out in Oregon a couple of years ago because I love the fact that Donald Duck is this unofficial mascot. But you may wonder, how did this come to be? So I thought I'd spend a few minutes on sort of a bonus that has nothing to do with Walt Disney World specifically, and talk about how Donald Duck became the unofficial mascot of the University of Oregon.
The nickname of Oregon's first sports team was the Webfoots, coined by longtime Oregon sports editor L.H. Gregory. The name originated from a group of fishermen on the coast of Massachusetts, whose descendants settled in Oregon's Willamette Valley. When the University of Oregon was founded in 1876, Webfoots was the natural choice for the school's nickname because of Oregon's reputation for wet weather. Sports reporters ultimately changed the nickname to Ducks, and in the 1930s a small white duck named Puddles began to appear at the sports events. Beginning in 1940, cartoon drawings of Puddles in student publications began to resemble Donald Duck, and by 1947 Walt Disney was aware of the issue. Capitalizing on his friendship with the Disney cartoonist, Oregon athletic director Leo Harris met Disney and reached an informal handshake agreement that granted the University of Oregon permission to use Donald as a sports mascot. When Disney lawyers later questioned the agreement in the 1970s, the university produced a photo showing Harris and Disney wearing matching jackets with the Oregon Donald logo. Relying on the photo as evidence of Disney's wishes in 1973, both parties signed a formal agreement granting the university the right to use Donald's likeness as a symbol for, and restricted to, Oregon sports. The agreement gave Disney control over where the mascot could perform and ensured that the performer inside the costume would, quote, properly represent the Donald Duck character, end quote. In 2010, Disney and the university reached an agreement that removed the costumed Oregon Duck mascot from association with the Donald trademark. The mascot in graphic art, which is more similar to Donald Duck than the rounder head and the body of the costume, is still covered by the trademark agreement.
It is pretty remarkable how things in the 1940s and 50s evolved with handshake agreements, or through some sort of tacit approval of something happening that became something that carried on for many years. So I thought this was a really interesting story, and I hope you've enjoyed it.